In the fall of 2018, Creekside celebrated its 50th anniversary as an evangelical free church in Gainesville, Florida. Over 7 weeks, we heard story after story of God's faithfulness to us as a church for half a century. As we celebrated the last 50 years, we started to think, what might the next 50 years look like? Now, we all know we can't predict the future, and what would be the fun in that anyway?
But here's what we can do. We can make sure that whatever opportunities come our way, Creekside is positioned well to run straight toward them. And to that end, we are excited to introduce Debt Free to Serve, a 3-year capital campaign aimed at positioning Creekside for even greater kingdom fruitfulness. Now, we have no idea what God might have in store for us next, but when it comes, we don't want anything holding us back. And so we believe that accomplishing 3 goals through this campaign will set us up for an amazing season of ministry. First, we need to eliminate our debt. For decades now, we've had just under 10% of our annual budget tied up in debt service. This means that every year we have missed ministry opportunities because funds given to us by our wonderful congregation have gone towards paying down our mortgage. So we want to eliminate that mortgage 8 years ahead of schedule. This will save us tens of thousands of dollars in interest and will free up just under 1/10 of our annual budget to fund our pastoral residency and other great ministry initiatives.
But there's no point in eliminating debt if major capital needs force us right back into debt. Which brings us to the second goal of the campaign, addressing major capital needs that we have around the campus. Now, we've already started this. We were able to build a beautiful 3,800 square foot deck, replacing the old rotten one that was there for years. We've also replaced some AC units, some of which are actually older than Mike. But there's more work to do. Our roofs need major attention. There are other AC units that need to be replaced, and we need to stabilize the creek bank once and for all. Once we get our campus back up to speed, we can turn to our third goal. We have some long overdue cosmetic needs at the church, especially in the Creekside Kids Wing and our worship center. These buildings need a fresh coat of paint and some new flooring. Some new technology at the Creekside Kids Wing will make it much safer and also allow us to be much more hospitable to the little ones among us. Some updates to the Creekside Worship Center are going to give us a greater impact as we gather to worship together on Sunday mornings.
So that's it. Eliminate our debt, address major capital needs around our campus, and give our campus a long overdue cosmetic update. Now, to accomplish these goals, we asked our congregation to help us raise $1.3 million. And boy, did we get a great response. But there's work left to be done.
The history of Creekside is a long and beautiful story of God's faithfulness to us as a church family. Would you prayerfully consider being a part of helping us to write the next chapter? And here's why. The first 50 years of this church have been incredibly fruitful, all by the grace of God. But because of that grace, we firmly believe that the most fruitful years for Creekside are ahead of us and not behind.
So will you join us as we press into the mission to love God and others, to grow in Christ and community, and reach our neighbors and the nations?